11.
Bienvenidos a la mejor fiesta espiritual del mundo, donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico 1111.
With my mommy and daddy, Jen and Mom.
Good
morning.
Our beautiful daughter just, she was so cute right now.
You
She
need to
just
put
did
your
a
mic
quick
on
dance.
so our family podcast
good
can hear us.
Yes, absolutely.
Good morning.
All right, so welcome to 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mal. Today is Wisdom Wednesday. Why 1111? Why? Because 1111 is a master number. It's an achievement number. It's a manifestation number. It's a magical portal number. So we get to jump into our magical elevator. Woo! And takes us up to the magical 11th floor of the universe, where we get to create magic together and lift each other up and celebrate one another and have real talk. Yay!
Our daughter just found a book that we've been looking for.
All right, good job. Great job. Say
Look
hello,
at
say good
that.
morning.
I have been looking for this all morning, and she
It's in there. You found it.
found
Boom.
it.
You get a reward after
Yeah.
you finish here. Love you. All right, Yvonne Parker. I am an 111 girl. 1111 girl.
1111 girl.
Were you born on November 11th? Buenos días, Ana Maria.
Ana Maria, buenos
Spain in the
dias. So we
house.
have Spain in the house.
Good morning, Ali and Yvonne Parker. Welcome to our 1111 family.
1111. Estamos aquí en las conversaciones 1111 con Jen y Mao. Yo soy Mao.
Yo soy Jen.
Exactamente. Y si se preguntan, ¿qué es Mao y qué es Jen? Well,
De Jennifer
y de Mauricio.
Mauricio. Yes, and Gino2333 in the house on our Instagram portal, our Instagram magical portal. Good morning, Zenja. How are you? No, I see the number all the time for the past 12 years. Yep, that is your angels letting you know that you have the power to manifest, the power to create the life of your dreams, and to just constantly go within and connect with your higher source, your higher power. And today we'll talk a little more about meditation and the power of meditation. And I had an amazing meditation yesterday for the full moon.
Oh, it's interesting
with
because
Master Co. And it was just really, really powerful.
Interesting you say that, because this morning I thought, you know what?
Zenja, I am so happy that you are on your way home from the hospital. We are sending you love and healing vibes, and you are in the right place to get really, really in touch with the power within you, because you can heal yourself through meditation, through nutrition, through your mindset. You can definitely heal yourself, and that it goes for everyone.
Absolutely.
And there's so many books out there. There's so many resources out there, so that you can truly, don't take my word for it, right? I'm also a student of life, and I've experienced my challenges, and I promise you that, and I've seen close friends that we do have the power to heal ourselves and to manifest a really beautiful life. It's not a perfect life, but it's a beautiful life.
Well,
right?
You make it beautiful, right?
Exactly.
We heal it, and we
yes. Yes. What were you going to say?
No, I'm just going to say, let's see what you can hear your life. The first page on You Can Hear Your Life, it says, some points of my philosophy. We are each responsible for all of our experiences. Every thought we think is creating our future. The point of power is always in the present moment. Everyone suffers from self-hatred and guilt. The bottom line for everyone is, I am not good enough. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. We create every so-called illnesses in our body. Resentment, criticism, and guilt are the most damaging patterns. Releasing resentment will dissolve even cancer. We must release the past and forgive everyone. We must be willing to begin to learn to love ourselves. Self-approval and self-acceptance is in the now are the key to positive changes. I'm going to repeat this again. Self-approval and self-acceptance is now and are always the keys for positive changes.
Exactly.
When we really love ourselves, everything in life works.
Yes. And what is this book, baby?
It's from Louise L. Hay. You can heal your life.
It is a fantastic book. I've had it for over 10 years. It helps me through
it's one
so
of the
much,
best books I think I've ever read on cognitive behavior and cognitive therapy. And
I'll tell you with what ailments it helped me. It helped me with I was getting a lot of like styes in my eye, and it definitely had to do with the way I was seeing the world. And there's affirmations that help you through all of that. Also, I had acid reflux for a long time, and I couldn't understand why, because I was eating really healthy. And then again, this book really has helped me through the years, and and then also cramps in my legs. And so these things, little by little, and vertigo. So these are 4 things that just were recurring for me for a while. And I realized that it was right after my divorce with my son's dad. And I was feeling guilty. I was feeling like I was a bad person because I was the one who left the relationship because it was not a healthy relationship. So all of these things were being manifested because of all of the emotional stuff that I was going through, and I wasn't aware. But when I became aware, then I really took responsibility. Like Ali says, yes, you got to take full responsibility for your life and really love yourself and really know that all your power that you have inside, you just need to wake it up. You need to really get in touch with it because it's your voice and it's your inner power, you know? So self-approval and self-acceptance.
I'm going to read this real quick because you're talking about illnesses and how we create it. It says, all diseases come from a state of unforgiveness. Mm-hmm. Whenever we are ill, we need to search our hearts to see who it is that we need to forgive. The Course in Miracles says that all diseases come from a state of unforgiveness, and that whenever we are ill, we need to look around to see who it is that we need to forgive. I would add that the concept that the very person you find it hard most to forgive is the one you need to let go of the most.
Yes.
Forgiveness means giving up, letting go. It has nothing to do with condoning the behavior. It's just letting the whole thing go. Mm-hmm. We do not have to know how to forgive. All we need to do is to be willing to forgive.
Yes.
The universe will take care of the house. Mm-hmm. When you understand, or we understand our own pain so well, how hard it is for most of us to understand that whoever they are, we need most to forgive, we are also in pain. We need to understand that they were doing the best that they could with the understanding and awareness and knowledge they had at that time. Mm-hmm. When people come to me with a problem, I don't care what it is, poor health, lack of money, unfulfilling relationships, or stifled creativity, there's only one thing I ever work on, and that is loving the self.
Loving the self.
Loving
we must
the
love
self.
ourselves, forgive. Esto, estamos hablando de todas las enfermedades, vienen de las emociones que sentimos cuando no perdonamos, si tenemos resentimientos, si nos sentimos culpables.
Ansiedad, depresión.
Todas esas cosas son la raíz de toda enfermedad. y pues hay que perdonarse uno mismo, amarse uno mismo, aceptarse uno mismo y seguir todos los días dándose mucho amor y perdonándose uno mismo especialmente por tantas cosas y a las personas que nos hacen daño. Entonces, una amiga aquí acaba de salir del hospital, Zenja, y qué bueno que ya se va para su casa, pero le estábamos dando ese poquito de,
pero
de
todos
aliento
lo
y
necesitamos
de
porque
información. Pues
eso
claro,
eso es algo
ella
que
lo motivó.
I know
Ajá.
it's something
Hola, mi bellísima familia, los amo, bendición, madre.
it's something that we always have to continuously
work on every day, every moment. There's not one day that it's like eating breakfast. It's like, okay, well, my dose of forgiveness today is.
Right,
Buen
but
día,
also,
mi bellísima familia. Besos, bendiciones, los amo.
also not forgetting
We
to
love you too, mama.
to wake up in the gratitude, which
En
is
gratitude,
you know,
hay que tener esa práctica de gratitud, right? Yes, in gratitude, absolutely. Yes. So, all right, let's see what our angels. I know we our Earth Angel Zenya.
had to be stew.
Oh, hello, it had to be
Wonderful
stew. How do you like my blouse? My mother gave it to me.
Is that beautiful?
Gracias, madre, por mi blusa tan linda y tan flowy. Tan really flowy.
So today is Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday. So let's
Ready?
see. Yes, angel card.
Angel card.
La tarjetita
Here
de
we
los
go.
ángeles que nos
Let's
quieren
see
decir.
what the message for today is.
Aside from forgiveness, love, self-love, and
Divine
self-acceptance.
timing.
Divine timing, baby.
Divine timing, ladies and gentlemen, is our card today.
Yes,
El
and
tiempo divino. We get that
Yeah.
card a lot. You notice that?
divine timing, baby. We are
Look
in
at that
divine
part.
time. Body movement. Body movement. From our
Let's change our
Very-
state.
So let's
Let's
go.
change our state. It
Vamos a
said that
pararnos,
body
movement.
movement.
You know, I was thinking this morning, I was like, I would love to just start the show dancing, getting into state, waiting for everyone to join us. Woo! Gracias, Ana Maria. Mira
What
que-
I want to know is
Woo!
what are you grateful
Party,
today
party.
for? Podcast family.
Party
we
in
just
the
got
elevator.
up. Party, party, party in the elevator. Party, party, party in the elevator.
Párense, a mover el esqueleto, a cambiar el estado de ánimo.
Our podcast
Woo!
family can't see us moving,
But
but
just shake
what
your
we're
booty.
suggesting is you get
Shake
up
your
and you
booty.
change your state.
That's right. Let's
Change
go.
your state.
Get into a beautiful state, like Mr. Tony
Say,
Robbins says.
I freaking rock.
I am enough. I am beautiful.
In Spanish-
I am a superhero.
In Spanish, yo soy piedra. I don't, ¿cómo se dice en español? I freaking rock, because that's not the right term.
Yo soy chingona.
Bueno, ese es en
Es el de mexicana. Yo soy guerrera.
¡Ah! ¡Yo soy un guerrero!
There you go. Yo tengo el poder.
And if anything, just sing the song from Frozen that your kids
Ajá,
know.
yes.
Let it go, let it go.
Alrighty. Oh man.
Did you hit yourself
I
hard
bumped
against my
into you.
big chest?
Your
big
to
massive,
your Iron Man chest.
my big massive chest.
OMG.
It froze on me.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right, so body movement. Go ahead and
Let's
look
see.
for it here, my love.
All right.
I am going to drink some water.
The body, is that?
¿Cómo están?
Body.
¿Cómo están todos?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for body
Hoy es
movement.
miércoles de sabiduría. Cualquier sabiduría que tengan, pues compártanla porque todos estamos aquí para ayudarnos y apoyarnos y amarnos mutuamente. Entonces, lo que ustedes tienen en su experiencia de la vida vale mucho y queremos que lo compartan. Rosa Salazar.
Mira
Hola,
quién
preciosa.
llegó.
Aquí se dice,
Chicago.
yo soy como mi madre me parió.
¡Eva! Una
Pues eso es
guerrera.
cierto.
Una guerrera.
Yo soy como mi madre que me parió. I love it. You guys made my day. Los amamos y qué risa nos dan.
Ah, qué
Yo
chévere.
soy chingona.
¡Yo
That's right.
soy chingona! Say it in
Chingona.
English. Yo soy chingona.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to read body movement. Card meaning, your body wants to express itself through movement. Listen to your body and it will tell you what type of movement it craves. Your physical body has its own life force and intelligence, and it's part of the same elemental kingdom as the fairies. It's both childlike and demanding, as well as mature and insightful. This card indicates your body's wisdom and asks you to honor your body's need for exercise and movement. Spend a movement asking your, what? Sorry. Spend a moment, not movement. Spend a moment asking your body what type of movement it desires.
What you desire.
Does it want cardiovascular conditioning, such as jogging? A peaceful walk
Such as
in nature?
jogging?
Jogging.
Jogging?
Stretching and meditative activities in a yoga class, dancing to music, listen to and follow through with your body's answer. The affirmation that they're suggesting is, I lovingly pay attention to my body's needs.
La afirmación de hoy es, yo con mucho amor le presto atención a lo que mi cuerpo necesita. Yo con mucho amor le presto atención a lo que mi cuerpo necesita. Y la tarjetita de las madrinas hoy es, la carta es movimiento. El cuerpo te pide movimiento. Pregúntale a tu cuerpo qué clase de movimiento. Puede ser una caminata solamente, puede ser estirarme, puede ser meditar, puede ser una clase de yoga, puede ser un bailoterapia, bailar su música favorita. Escuchar a su cuerpo es muy importante. How did I do? How was that?
No, I have to say,
Is that a really good translation?
I know it's not Truth Tuesday, but I feel like saying the truth. you know?
Truth, baby.
I walked into the bathroom and she was showering and I felt like moving.
Jeez. All right, babe. TMI.
Hey, truth.
All right, here we go. Body
right.
movement. That was body movement from our
Now,
fairies, and divine timing from our angels.
Ready? So here we go.
Alan Marco in the house.
¿Qué pasa? Did you just say Ali or Alan?
Alan Marco.
¿Qué pasó,
And we've got
Marco?
Julia Chorus in the house. She's one of our UPW familia.
There you go.
Greetings, just joined you. Happy Wednesday to you. Thank you.
Great to see
Welcome.
you, Julia.
Yes, Rosa says TMI. El mismo siempre queríamos movimiento sexy. Sí.
Mira.
Sexy.
Sí.
Movimiento sexy.
Ese movimiento sexy.
Movimiento sexy.
Sexy. Ese movimiento sexy. Podcast family, I just got up and did some sexy dancing.
That's right.
Sexy dancing.
Since we aren't doing sexy Saturdays anymore, Wednesdays are the sexy day.
Hello. Hello. All right.
Okay.
Divine timing is our next.
Would you like me to
from
read
the
it?
angel card? No, you'll translate
And I'll
it.
translate
You'll
it.
translate
Okay.
beautifully. Ready?
Yes.
I need my light.
Let there be light.
Card meaning pay attention to doors that are opening and shutting for you right now. Walk through the doors that open and learn from the doors that shut.
La hora de Dios es perfecta y presta atención a las puertas que se están abriendo y a las puertas que se están cerrando. A las que se están abriendo, pues entra. Y a las que se están cerrando, pues aprende de eso. El por qué, pero aprende y no lo tomes personal.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Really
thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you
really
very
well
much.
done.
Thank you. I am
All right.
bilingual.
Your prayers are being answered. There is no doubt about that. However, everything operates according to the universal laws of divine timing.
Yes.
This means that certain pieces of the puzzle must first fall into place so that other parts can come to fruition.
I just realized something.
Oh,
One of my superpowers is that I am bilingual. You have that same superpower.
I have that superpower too.
Anyone that's bilingual, that's a superpower. Take it in. I just thought that.
If you try to skip or rush certain pieces of the parts, the whole plan will lack a solid foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to force open any doors that appear closed to you. Instead, ask your angels for guidance to see if the doors that close because of negative expectations, or is it simply a divine timing moment? Look for other doors that do open and walk through them with faith and gratitude. So going back,
Yes.
I haven't seen anybody put anything about what they're grateful for. Remember, the morning we start with gratitud.
Okay, Mr. General.
Share with us. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for?
Let us share. Let this be a love gratitude fest. And I want to translate this, but it's funny enough that I'm not that auditory. I need to. I'm visual.
You're visual.
Yes, so I didn't capture all of it. All I captured was, this is what I captured. Okay, what I said about the doors opening.
Hay
and the
unas
doors
puertas que
closing.
se abren y unas
Yeah,
puertas que se
exactly.
cierran. Lo importante saber es que si esa puerta se cierra,
Sí.
tienes que ver, o es un momento de aprendizaje, o es un momento en que vas a tomarlo personal y ponerte negativo.
Pues ya.
Entonces lo que te está diciendo es,
mira.
míralo de otra manera. Mira que esa puerta se cerró y qué puedes aprender de esa puerta que se cerró. Y si hay una que se abre, da
Ajá.
gracias por
Yes.
esa puerta
Sí,
que
y
se abre.
no te apresures. It says, do not rush, no te apresures. Es un rompecabezas la vida, ¿no? Entonces hay que poner un pedazo primero para que el otro encaje
Y
y,
uno
así
tiene que-
poco
mira,
a poco y tener esa
The truth
paciencia
is when you're putting a
y
puzzle
esa
together,
fe
You know?
de que todo está funcionando para tu bien. Okay, all right,
and that's
great,
a really
divine timing.
beautiful example that you gave in Spanish, which is the puzzle. You
It
know,
says it right here. I can't take credit for it.
It
but
really
yes,
is a
thank
beautiful
you.
image because when you're building, when you're putting a puzzle together,
Yes,
you're not going to know it all right away. Even
Exactly.
if you build it and you take it apart, it's going to take you the same amount of time
to build it
to
again.
build it again. So
Exactly.
that's also how you have to also ease up on yourself.
And see life, right? Because it's so true. That actually hit me at a deep level.
Like that?
It totally did, babe.
Yeah.
Because if you do, right, if you build a puzzle, right, which I've done puzzles before, have you? Who's done puzzles? Okay, they take you time. You need to have patience. Tienes que tener paciencia para armar un rompecabezas.
And not be hard on yourself.
Right?
Oh my God.
Y buscar la manera y buscar, no, this is not the one. This is, okay, let's try this one. Let's try that one. And then once you build it, you know, hopefully you frame it, right? But if you don't, then you put it back in the box and you're like, oh, it was just an exercise. And if you're going to build it again, it's going to take you, maybe it'll be quicker, but it's going to take you time. And that is true for acting, for example. If you're in your acting and you're like training and in the business and you're doing your thing and every day you're working on your craft, your connections, your confidence, right? And then all of a sudden you say, okay, well, I'm going to take a break. This isn't working. You leave for a year and a half. Guess what? When you come back to get into it, you're back to zero, baby. You're back to step one. You're back to building that puzzle one piece at a time.
People don't, I mean, a lot of people
And
don't seem
it's-
to understand that if you don't maintain something, it's not like, oh, you get off the bike. Once you know how to ride a bike and you get on, it's not the same kind of thing. It's, if you stop acting in some way and you take a year off, you know,
Yeah.
and you're going to get back on, it's going to feel, it's like going to the gym. It's like, if you all of a sudden
absolutely-
stop working out, even for 2 weeks,
Mhm.
your body is going to go, oh my God,
is
this
happening?
hurts. What is happening?
Exactly.
Right?
So I love the puzzle analogy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julia. Me too. Great analogy. I love our angel cards,
Yeah.
right? Because our angel cards, and how many times have we read this one? I think a lot in the last 5 months, right? But today is when I really got this analogy for the first time at a deeper level. And it's a perfect example of repetition is the mother of all skill. Tony Robbins says, repeat, 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 right? It's about repetition because you're not going to get it the first time. You might not get it the second or the third or the fourth or even the 10th time. But if you keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it, boom, you're going to get it at such a deep level. Like I totally got this.
It's interesting. When
Wow.
Jennifer was sharing that story, I was also thinking about my little, our little girl, Juliana. When we first started, there's a game that we play called Mind, the little cards.
The memory game.
The memory
the
game.
Best.
Okay?
Isn't it the
It's
best?
one of the best games for children. So I remember when we all started, Adrian would always win. Or Jen and I would come in second, but Adrian always won. Because he bought the game, so he got
bought
really,
the game when he was 8.
He mathematically, strategically learned how to get so good at seeing the cards once you turn them over. So Juliana would always say, well, I don't want to play this game. I never win. Guess who wins now?
Now she beats us all.
She has figured out the game.
Well,
So that's the beauty also about the puzzle, right? You figure out the game. You start playing it, and then even if it comes apart, you've learned the game of patience, the learn of strategy,
Exactly.
the learn of images, and
the
your brain is like.
memorization,
So
right?
it's also about.
Practice.
That's why also Tony
Practica.
talks about putting it in your body, right? Because you're actually moving the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, it just also the incantation it becomes part of your incantation. So
Right.
that's why repetition is
the mother of all skill. But when you repeat something, for example, he says the affirmations, when we repeat affirmations, put a physical action into it. So it also goes
Don't
into
just
your
say
nervous system.
don't just say
Right.
it. Go. I freaking
good.
rock.
Yeah.
No, say
No.
I freaking rock.
Right?
And really,
And really,
because
like, boom,
what he
do
talks
it.
about is it gets into your nervous system.
Yes.
Because if you stay in a place of none, just try it. You'll go, I freaking rock. Then the voices start coming in. But if you put it into your body starts buying it because
Exactly.
it feels it.
Well, because it's going into your subconscious mind, into your muscle memory, into all of your nervous system. And that is exactly where it needs to be.
Which is also...
And when you work out, really work out, but also listen to inspiring and really fantastic things so that you can also put it in your body and put it in your nervous system.
Which is
right?
also how we teach our actors in class.
Exactly.
Is that we go with a very holistic approach to acting.
Yes.
So we have them experience, maybe if we need to take them back to a moment in life to experience that sadness or that anger. We'll take them there for a few seconds, have them remember that, and then drop it.
Exactly.
We don't want to take him to live something from the
Right,
past.
exactly.
We think that's very damaging. I've always thought that as an actor. But what we're training him to do is to almost an incantation. They remember what that feeling is.
Exactly.
So at this point, we've gotten so good at repetition of what that is that I can right now, look, I can cry
It's okay,
because
baby. It's okay. Don't cry.
I can cry. Or I can laugh so hard. Or I can get angry, really freaking angry. Why?
There you
Because
go.
I have repeated that emotion so
Exactly.
many times that my subconscious outer remembers it. So I don't have to go to my dog died or my...
Exactly.
You don't have to feel the loss to be able to...
You don't have to
So we
feel-
teach our actors, specifically our younger actors, that the method exists for a certain reason.
Right.
But it's not-
just to get you to
it's
that
just to
edge,
get you to
not
that
for
edge.
you to live in it at all.
Which-
Julia says will become second nature. Exactly. Repetition, as Ali wrote down there, is the mother of all skill. Exactly. So it could become second nature. The more familiar we are with things, the better we get at them, and the more we really embrace them, the more powerful we feel and more confident we feel. So, and that's in anything, right? So I'm excited to to see everyone's feedback. And
wouldn't it be cool to see our feedback from our podcast family?
oh, we will. We're going to start seeing feedback from our podcast.
Come on, podcast
baby.
family. Find us on YouTube so you can see us.
So definitely go to YouTube, to our YouTube channel. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers at the end of September. And so our YouTube channel is True Form Films, which is our production company. And we're super excited about our feature anthology that we've been producing throughout
I know we saw
COVID, and we saw it
we're
yesterday.
almost there. We're about to lock
very,
picture.
very close.
And we last night
Yes.
I was watching
Up for
it.
sale.
Last night I was watching it with different eyes
Yes.
than I was before. Last night, because I was also remembering Tony and when Dean Graziosi talk about perfection, right? And then I was listening to our mentor Alex, who's the executive producer, is that you're never going to be you'll be able to lock picture on a film,
Right.
But there's
It's
always
never
something
done.
that you're going to want to continue to fix and
But
fix.
that's creativity,
And at
right?
one point, you're going to have to let go,
Yeah.
right? So it goes back to also psychology,
Yeah.
which is learning to let certain things go and have pure, blind faith. We were telling that to one of our students who was being very hard on himself yesterday. And we love him to pieces, and he's a fantastic guy. But he was also being hard on himself. And we said, also have blind faith.
Absolutely.
Because you are working hard,
And
but you're
patience,
also
right?
being hard on yourself. So sometimes you just got to let go. Let go. Is it let go, let God?
Let go and let God. Look, Ali says, angels are very patient. They don't mind repeating themselves until you understand. I love
Beautiful.
that. So true. And Ronald says,
you
Ronald
just changed
Sulfado. Ronald Sulfado says that he loves horror films, and that he wants to act as a murderous psychopath, mutilated. All right, Ronald, I love that you know exactly what genre you want to be with, work on.
Yes. Well, horror, listen, horror sells.
is rough. It totally
Horror
sells.
is one of the
So
biggest.
Definitely write it out because
it's
you
the
can
one
definitely
time
sell.
in the industry that they're not looking for perfection, because horror films have a certain way that most films can be shot, and even if it's not greatly shot, it will find an audience, because there's a big horror audience. Patience.
What are you doing?
I have the book. I had opened it to Patience is a
I
virtue.
want to read
Oh,
it.
you want to read it? Okay.
Yes. Are you okay?
Good. Yes.
Check
please
yourself
read.
before
Check
you wreck yourself,
Listen,
mister.
Linda. Listen,
Hello?
Linda.
Let's be wise now.
I found this one.
Okay. Life is like a sea voyage. We each need to open up our own course in life with the strength of our convictions, unperturbed by the crashing breakers of life's stormy seas. The fiercer the tempest rages, the more we need to rouse our own fighting spirit and man the
Man
the hell
tiller.
up. You know what I really wanted to say. And man the F up. And man the tiller with all our strength and skill.
Crying.
Bring it on. That's right.
Bring it on. Like
Bring
do an
it
incantation of like,
Bring it on. I got this.
COVID-19 has got nothing on us.
That's
Bring
right.
it on.
Bring it on.
Don't live in the fear of it.
Exactly. So, Bruler, we've got a new family
Oh my
member in the
goodness, Bruder.
house.
¿Qué pasó, David?
Goggins, be more than motivated, be more than driven, become literally obsessed to the point where people think you're freaking nuts.
No, he didn't say
God-
freaking. He said
fucking.
I mean,
fucking
let's
nuts.
be real.
I love that. Yes, because we are freaks.
Yes.
And it's about living full on and being your complete, utter, amazing, fucking crazy self.
And Bruler, Tony talks about people that think that you're nuts are in their own limiting beliefs.
Right.
So they
right.
want to impose their feelings or thoughts about you maybe being freak and what is it. But guess what? those are the people that make changes in the world. The people
Right, the ones that
who are
take
willing to
risks,
risk,
right?
who are willing to try one way or the other. And Tony talks about different ways of trying different things. If one way doesn't work, try another way. Meaning, if that door does not open and it's still shut, try another way.
Right.
So you have
Don't change your dream, change the approach.
He talks about keeping in the momentum of it.
Staying in massive action.
Yes.
Staying in massive action. Don't change your dream. Change the approach. If you can't find the way,
there's a will. There's a way.
Yes, but he says, if you can't find a way, make the way.
Yes.
If you can't find the way, make the way.
You sounded almost Mexican right there.
Well, I am I play Mexican
make
on
the
TV.
way.
I make the way,
If you can't find
baby.
the will, then find the way.
Let me tell you something. Okay, Julia says, wish I was there with you. We'll live full on with you. Oh, love it. Julia, big hugs. Our friend Julia lives in Colorado. We're sending you big love and thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely.
And definitely go to True Form Films YouTube channel and subscribe. Tell your friends if you like, if this is giving you value, making you feel good, making you feel just yumminess. Join us every day. And tomorrow we have a surprise for you. It's Theatrical Thursday. Woo! Yes, baby. So, bueno, un poquito de español entonces, pues.
Bueno,
¿Qué
entonces,
es lo que está pasando aquí?
No sé, vamos.
Pues que la vida es berraca, como dicen ustedes.
La vida es un berraco, hermano.
Como ustedes dicen los colombianos, pues, Ave María purísima.
Bueno, es que usted está haciendo un paisa, ese es un Colombia, pero si quiere un rolo.
Bueno, pero ese es el que se hace.
Quiere un rolo, ay,
Pues
su
dime un
merced,
rolo.
¿cómo está?
Pues, ¿cómo está su merced?
I love this, fake it till you make it. Absolutely.
That's right.
Fake it till you make it.
Aquí dice que mientras la vida pues le dé ¿cómo es? Limones a uno tiene que hacer limonada.
Pero eso es verdad.
Es verdad.
Si la vida le da a uno limones.
Hay que hacer limonada. Y si le dan naranja, pues hay que hacer jugo de naranja.
Sí, porque si te dan limones para hacer jugo de naranja, eso no.
Pues si es como una piña debajo del brazo, pues corte la piña, haga piña de torta de piña. All right. This is awesome. Have fun, you guys. Wisdom Wednesday. Laugh, have fun, make fun of yourself, and just really find the funny in life, right?
Now, change your conversations, change your life, building bigger,
what
better
does that
boxes.
mean? You're telling me to change the conversation?
No,
I'm
absolutely never.
I'm just kidding.
Happy wife, happy life.
Oh, wow. Is that right? Wow. I'm going to remind you of that one.
All right. So where do feelings come from? All right.
The heart.
Words of anger with another person can create animosity in the moment. Conversations are a creative process, and words make up conversations. Conversations with Jen and Mal. That's how it all became, about having conversations where there's a mutual conversation, which is why we love the experience of the chat. Because the chat allows us to have a conversation with you where we can also learn from you.
Absolutely.
Because that's
it's
part of our growth.
interactive. This is what it is. It's conversations with us, right?
Words of judgment create the feeling of being unwanted in the moment. Words of limitation create a sense of futility and powerlessness. Conversations generate feelings.
Yes.
There is one rule if you want to feel good in life. You must be committed to changing the majority of your conversations to ones that are supportive of good feelings.
There you go. You guys, seriously, the quality of your life lives in your conversations. And I learned that in Landmark about 10 and a half years ago. And I was like, yes, that makes sense. At first I was like, I don't get the concept. What do you mean? The quality of your life lives in your conversations. If you say your life sucks, guess what? You're right. And that is what you're attracting, and that is what you're creating. If you say your life is awesome and you love your life no matter what challenges you have, guess what? You're going to get more of that awesome, good feeling that your life is awesome.
Yeah, and
You know?
and right now, as she says that, as Jen says that, even if you go, but my life is not awesome. No, you tell yourself your life is awesome, even if you don't believe it.
Exactly.
Then
exactly.
your body, again, do an incantation. Go out for a run.
And
Say,
start
my life is awesome,
dancing.
my life, and get it into
You're
your
gonna feel
nervous
it.
system until your body starts believing it. Okay?
Exactly. Our familia just got here, and we're saying hello to
all right,
them.
the book continues here. We all know people who have been telling a story about someone who wronged them 10 years ago. They have told the story so many times that they have polished it like a shiny prize marble. Every time they tell the story, they get right into the drama as it had happened yesterday. They create the feelings of anger and victimhood once again simply by retelling the story.
Exactly.
This creates negative feelings, squeezing the box smaller and smaller.
Bentley.
Conversations are a creative process of creating feelings and emotions. Why not tell a story about something that happened years ago that puts love in your heart? Maybe the first time you met your spouse or when you landed that big client. These stories create something positive in you.
Exactly.
Stories are powerful tools in changing your life for the better. Listen to the stories people tell on a daily basis. Choose someone that you know who is always negative and see if you can find a pattern in his or her conversations.
Yes.
Then do the same with someone who's successful and happy. The person who is successful and happy will tell stories that are uplifting and optimistic. They have found the power in creating bigger, better boxes out of positive conversations.
Exactly. So, ¿cómo es que uno se siente en las conversaciones? Las conversaciones es lo que le da a uno el sentimiento que uno genera. Entonces, es en tus conversaciones día a día que si te sientes mal es porque estás hablando de cosas feas que te han pasado o que le pasaron a otra persona o te estás enfocando en lo negativo de la vida, ¿no? Pero cuando empiezas a compartir historias lindas, cosas que te pasaron espectaculares en tu vida o de otras personas también, ya entonces empiezas a generar sentimientos positivos y te hacen sentir bien. Porque si uno dice, mi vida es súper difícil, la vida es difícil, pues lo voy a decir, es una mierda, pues entonces eso es lo que vas a crear, porque eso es lo que estás experimentando y le estás diciendo y repitiendo, es un patrón que sigues repitiendo. Pero si dices, la vida es chéverísima, como mi abuela siempre dice, a mí no me pasa nada, yo soy feliz, te quise, como tú me quieres, yo te quiero, no me quieres, no te quiero, yo soy feliz. O sea, and seriously, my grandma has always, she's 99.5, okay, you guys, and my grandma has always been she laughs all the time. She tells stories about when she was young, and she recites poems, los poemas, right? And she always says, oh, God is with me. Yo soy campeona. I'm a champion. I can never remember my grandma like complaining. She was always like, Dios. Oh, when they ask her, and she would always say, she always says it in Spanish, of course in Spanish, but laughing. What's the secret? Because you look so young. And she's like, I tell her, struggle in life, but laughing. Entonces mi abuela, ¿cuál es el secreto? ¿Por qué te ves tan bien, Ana Mercedes? ¿Por qué te ves tan bien? Pasar trabajo, mi amor. Pero ella lo dice riéndose,
No, but you know
no
what,
llorando.
the beauty about
Hay que reírse y bailar y celebrar.
Speaking with your grandmother,
Let's do our meditation.
she also has the sense of also acceptance and letting go and enjoyment and living the moment. And
Yeah.
what was it that, oh my God, remember it's on the video that I made?
And then she says, if
That
something
life-
hurts me, I don't say it hurts me. I say, ya se me quitó, no tengo nada. Si me duele algo, ya se me quitó, no tengo nada. Right?
Yes, I'm going to do
Hay que
177.
disfrutar la vida porque la juventud se va. That's what my grandmother said.
Hay que disfrutar la vida porque la juventud se va.
You gotta enjoy life because
Youth is fleeting.
Youth is
It's
fleeting.
fleeting.
Youth goes.
So learn
Yes.
Raise your vibration.
I love it that Ali says, I do love my life no matter what happens.
Look,
all right, so let's
look at
do
the one.
our...
I'm going to just do 177, and then we're going to finish with the meditation. Ready?
Oh, okay. So he's changing it up. Let's go. All right.
All right. Champions thrive on world-class self-talk. Repeat anything long enough, and it will start to become you. That's why I wanted to read it, because we were writing that conversation.
Exactly. I love it. Okay.
Self-talk is what we say to ourselves all day long, yet it allows us how we say it. For years, philosophers, psychologists, and performance experts worldwide have known about the impact of self-talk has on us. That being said, average performers are obvious to what they are saying to themselves and how it's affecting the quality of their lives. The pros have always been aware of the power of language in programming and reprogramming. Programming and reprogramming the human computer. Dr. Shad Helmster is, in his magnificent book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, writes that up to 75% of the average person's self-talk is negative. According to Dr. Helmster, we spend our lives talking ourselves into and out of things. Champions believe and embrace this idea. As a matter of fact, the easiest way to know you're in the presence of a champion is to listen to them. The world class has spent years overcoming poor programming, and this process usually begins with the use of language both with themselves and others.
Love it. Do you want me to keep
The
reading?
great ones believe, yes.
Okay, the great ones believe almost anything is possible simply because they have repeated that idea and others like it to themselves for years.
Incantation,
So,
incantation.
What is that? Repetition, right? Repetition, 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 right? So developing world-class self-talk may be the most powerful of all of the mental toughness secrets of the great ones. Like most of the habits, traits, and philosophies in this book, it's so simple that it's often overlooked. As a result, amateur performers continue to perpetuate amateur language with themselves and others. Meanwhile, the great ones create ideas out of thin air, convince themselves achievement is possible, and then go out and make it happen.
So on this,
Champions thrive on world-class self-talk.
When I first started dealing with my anxiety way back when, the first thing that the therapist started talking to me about, okay, what's your self-talk? Be aware of your self-talk. Mm-hmm. And as soon as you that's the first thing they teach you, because that's the self-sabotaging,
being
catastrophizing.
self-aware.
If you become aware of what's happening and how you're affecting, that's what is really causing. It's the number one thing that is causing your anxiety and your depression.
It's your self-talk, the little chatter.
As soon as I figure that one out,
mind.
like boom.
You got to nip it in the bud. Victoria Ferreira in the house.
¿Qué pasó, Victoria?
In the house from Portugal.
All right.
You're doing great. So nice to see you. Thank you for asking. And Juliana's doing great. She was just in earlier. She found our book. It went missing. And I said, whoever finds the book gets a reward. And boy, she was determined to find that book. And when she found it, she was like, "Yay! I found it!"
You know,
she wasn't happy because
sometimes you have to get your children a little reward for them to get
It's human nature, my love. Human nature,
totally,
right?
Totally.
Entonces aquí los campeones son campeones en el mundo porque como se hablan ellos mismos, como las conversaciones que uno tiene con uno mismo tiene que ser su propio campeón. Uno es el que se tiene que dar esa educación de campeón y estar alerto de cuáles son las conversaciones que uno está teniendo con uno mismo en la cabecita de uno, ¿no? Entonces, vamos a hacer la meditación y the meditation yesterday that I did with Master Cho was for the full moon, right? And I really loved what he says. Because the full moon is it really affects us all, but it affects us depending on our vibration. if you are vibrating at a higher vibration, at your higher power vibration, it's only going to magnify all the awesomeness in your life. But if you are vibrating at the lower vibration, at the, the yucky feelings, it's going to magnify all the drama in your life. So being super mindful of that and really understanding that you are the observer of your thoughts. But who is the observer of your observer? Think about that, right? So it's the energy in the whole universe. Like we are all made of the stars. We're all made of the same substance. So when we connect to our higher self, when we say connect to your higher self, raise your vibration, we're saying that so that you can consciously really, really understand that you have that power to manifest through getting connected to the higher vibration in the universe, which is out there. What are you doing?
No, I smiled because when she would talk like this at the beginning of our relationship, I found it very sexy, but in my head, I always go, that's such quack stuff. I don't believe us. I don't believe us. Yeah, in my mind, my limiting beliefs, right? But my God, I have been proven so wrong. And that's the part of learning and also opening yourself up to possibilities and opening up yourself to learning new conversations, like the conversation about there's not enough work for Latins or the Hollywood doesn't want, and it's just like, there was conversations that don't create any forward momentum in change.
At all, because that makes you feel yucky.
The moment I got it and the moment I understood that my conversations were creating my destiny and my life, oh my God. All of a sudden, there was like a light shining, like, because I began to understand it. I am in control of this. Not the world.
I'm so happy
not the limiting thoughts of somebody else. It's me. So whatever I give me, it's going to empower me and it's going to create the life I want for me.
Yes.
And if I'm doing it and if I'm creating change, then people will see it. And then they will want to learn from you. You don't impose your thoughts on them. That's another thing, guys, that I'm a clear believer. People will find you whenever they're ready to find you.
Right.
It's not about imposing
When the
thoughts.
Student is ready, the teacher arrives.
Oh my God.
Julia says, we need more positive energy vibrations. Exactly. And the thing is that you generate it. We have the power to generate it in a split second by changing our state, getting into beautiful state and being aware and being awake. That's it. We wake up and we go straight to the gratitude. We say our prayers. We say whatever makes you feel connected to your higher power, to your inner power.
And we also do money.
That is what you need to do. And it's repetition.
Money.
Repetition is the mother of all skill.
Yeah.
Right? I am saying, Julia, find it. Find it. What is it?
Finder of lost things.
Oh, finder of lost things. Oh, love it.
Just like happiness, you have to choose it every day.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
You must choose it every day.
That's so why I'm really getting in the habit of waking up. Rule number 1, don't look at my phone for the first hour.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Rule number 2, do a meditation on gratitude. And really getting that into my body. Gratitude.
Journaling, our celery juice, our water,
priming with Tony.
exercise.
Priming with Tony. The first hour of our day, it literally is about getting ourselves in the best state possible.
Absolutely.
So our day starts, at least for me and for her, so we get our day started in the right place. So if there are breakdowns within the days
you're in a higher vibration. You're in a higher vibration where you can actually find a solution for the challenges that you're going to have, because it's not. My misconception in life was, if I do the work, then I'm not going to have challenges or problems. Well, that's not true at all. As a young girl, that was one of the reasons why I was so adamant about being super spiritual, because I honestly thought that I was going to arrive at a place where I wasn't going to have any more issues, or any more suffering. And, here I am.
How's that going?
I am definite.
We all have that same thing, ladies and gentlemen.
The thing
we all think we're going to arrive at this place where everything's going to be perfect.
Right. But now I'm aware that that's not, that doesn't exist. A state of mind is what
That's the gift you give yourself,
exactly. Right? And it's moment by moment It's not like I arrive at a place and I stay there. No, it's a constant. It's like, oh, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life and then I don't have to work out anymore because I've arrived. No, you got to continue on the journey of growing and of feeding yourself the best.
And this is where I also think we make God laugh, right? Because we are always continuously working on our vibrations and all these, ethereal and ways of communicating and our self-talk, but most of our family doesn't do any of it. Right? So then they come in with their energies, right?
Crazy.
And they think we're crazy. And not only that, but then they're having their breakdowns about their lives. So our energies and our vibrations are crashing. So because we've been doing so much of the work, this is how the work does. It elevates us, and it just, you got to allow people to be who they are.
Right.
And if they ask for any guidance or help, then you give it to them.
Exactly.
But you can't impose the way you are thinking and doing because you're doing it.
Right, which is one of the most freeing things I experienced last week in the Build Your Brand Challenge with Stacy and Paul. And I'm actually going to start doing a challenge September 14th on bettering your relationships. And
we are.
Oh, are you? Oh, you're going to do it? Yay! See it? He was like, no, I don't need that one. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And yeah.
I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out.
So, but what was really mind blowing to me, like, and so freeing that I was crying of happiness was there's in your hand, on Teresita Avila.
¿Qué pasó, Teresita?
Welcome. Woo! It's in your right hand. You got to understand what hand you're in. Jazzy in the house. You got to understand what hand you're in. Are you in the hand of your family and friends that are not doing this work? Or are you in the hand of your 7 power people, which are the ones that you are doing this work with? Like, for example, Julia and Christina and all of you and Allie and us together and our 1111 family, right? So when you know what hand you are being dealt at that moment, who are you hanging with, then there's no more pain because you're not trying to convince these people of what you're doing to try it. Here, try the Kool-Aid. No, if they don't want to, they do it on their own. They ask you when you got to live by example, and you transform your life and love it and really love and have these amazing conversations and these transformative
lead by example, right?
Have these transformative experiences with your 7 power people, right? With your 7 power people and know who they are so you can be in the same language. And when you're with your family and friends that are not into any of that, you just hang out with them. And if they ask you, great. If they don't, great.
And you don't
need, for me, it was so liberating because for me, all my life, I've wanted to save the world.
Save the world. Make the world
so now,
a better
boom,
place.
I'm free. And look, we got an 152 remaining. So we got to do our meditation. Let's do our forgiveness. Let's do 16 seconds of forgiveness. We have time. 16 seconds of gratitude, and then we celebrate, okay?
All right. Take it.
Close your eyes. Go into your heart. Take a deep breath and go to forgiveness. Go to forgiveness. Just forgive every single day. Every single day, forgive. It's like drinking your first cup of water. Infuse it with forgiveness so that you just melt away all those yucky feelings. Llenen su corazón de perdón. Todos los días tómense ese vaso de agua y le ponen esas goticas de perdón para que perdonen naturalmente y dejen ir todos los días. Ahora llenen ese corazón de puro amor y gratitud. Fill your heart with love and gratitude for who you are, for forgiveness, for allowing yourself to become the best person that you know you can be. And every day is a new day and a new opportunity to grow and become the best version of yourself. Fill yourself with love and gratitude. Take a deep breath. And celebrate all the wins, small, medium, large, whatever it is. We love you. We appreciate you, Instagram. And we are here for you. And it just ended, but we are still here with you.
Yes.
Our podcast family
our
and
Restream
our
family,
Restream family and our YouTube
Facebook
family,
Live,
Facebook Live.
YouTube Live.
Celebrate, right? Let's
Celebrate, dance to the music. Celebrate, dance to the music.
A celebrar la vida. Hay que celebrar todas esos logros, celebrar todas esas cosas que uno quiere, esos deseos ya se han hecho realidad. Ese sueño ya se hizo realidad. So, a celebrar. ¿Cómo se van a sentir cuando experimenten eso? How are you going to feel? Tell me, how are you going to feel when that wish comes true?
Health. This is what I want for you.
Boom.
Today
Check
and
it,
always.
check it.
To feel healthy. Feel healthy in your mind. Feel healthy in your spirit. Feel healthy in your body. That's what I want for you. That's my wish for you always.
Absolutely. That is our wish. And we are 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mao. And today is Wisdom Wednesday. And
tomorrow,
be in touch with your wisdom. You have a gift. What is it? Share it with the world. Okay. Julia says, love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. We will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Theatrical Thursday.
Theatrical Thursday. We have a surprise for you.
Woo!
Don't be late.
Woo!
Remember to visit us on YouTube and subscribe and tell your friends. We are committed to giving you love and sending you good vibration.
There we go.
Woo-woo!
Ciao, amigos. We love you.
Hasta
we
mañana. Nos
appreciate
vemos
you.
mañana.
And we are here for each other.
That's right.
All right.